How important is a verbal warning?
This is Sparta!
As a gun owner involved in a self-defense incident, a verbal warning can save your life and your wallet. I'll explain in a minute. But first, let me remind you, we have a gun giveaway going on right now. You can enter for free, but it ends really soon. So just click the link in the description down below to reveal which brand new gun you could win. If you get the feeling you might have to shoot someone to stop an imminent, unavoidable threat of death or great bodily harm, you should be concentrating a lot harder on making sure you do not end up on the receiving end of deadly force than worrying about the well-being of whoever is trying to murder or rape you. This means you're only drawing your firearm to defend yourself against something that is about to kill you or maim you. Rarely do those kinds of situations offer up a lot in the way of spare time. If, however, you draw your firearm and your would-be attacker immediately stops presenting a threat, it can be very helpful to shout, "Leave me alone, get away from me," or just simply stop, to encourage that person to stop what they're doing and maybe even retreat. Where a lot of people get into trouble is when they consider drawing a firearm to be part of telling someone to leave them alone. This can very easily become brandishing. This is often the same kind of individual who carries with an empty chamber, not because he or she believes the Israeli method is somehow safer, but because he or she absolutely intends to draw, issue an order to someone, and then run the slide to show them that they really mean business. Firearms are deadly force regardless of the circumstance. When you use a firearm for any reason, it's deadly force. This is not like the movies. If you need to draw your gun, then you need to be focused on controlling your breathing, controlling your hands, and being ready to send bullets exactly where you want them to go. If there's time, you can also issue a verbal warning. But all told, that's pretty low on the priority scale when you're dealing with a deadly force situation. Now, a verbal warning can turn bystanders into witnesses. If somebody just hears gunshots and then they turn and they see you with a gun, they will just say, "Hey, that guy over there shot that person for no reason." But if the bystander hears you say, "Stop, get away from me," and then hears gunshots, well, then they're going to say, "Well, he told him to leave him alone," and then he started shooting them. So understand, if possible, a verbal warning can help build your case. But the dynamic nature of a self-defense incident means it might not always be possible. Want to know the 3 biggest mistakes when carrying a handgun? Then click on the video next to me to reveal all 3 mistakes. Mistake number 2 may shock you. Everybody has their own cardinal rules for what they're going to do when they're carrying a gun, but right now I'm going to give you 3 things that you must never do